How did you fail a dying person? I'm answering anonymously as I don't want anything linking back to the people involved. Back in 2008, I worked as a pharmacy technician, the first career that I took on after high school. I'm going back to school next month to change my vocational path. As part of my course I had to co-op at a retail pharmacy. I found a placement that I was happy with. I liked the location, the staff, the work. I felt pretty good about it. Then an older lady came in, 80 plus years old, and she handed me her prescription. As I'm looking at her profile I noticed that she'd had the same medications, corticosteroid ear drops and an antibiotic, filled very frequently over the past 3 months. In fact this was her 3rd month getting these prescriptions. Concerned for her health and safety I brought it to the pharmacy manager's attention. He agreed it wasn't very normal and spoke with her about her symptoms. She'd been experiencing abdominal pain, her ears would bleed, and she was using the washroom frequently and her urine was tinged with blood as well. Alarm bells and red flags are going off nonstop in my mind. I wasn't the only one to feel that way either. Abdominal pain, frequent urination and hematuria can be signs of severe bladder infection, but her ear was also bleeding. That was the piece of the puzzle that didn't make sense. Her ear bleeding was newer and had only been happening for about 2 weeks. He advised her, "I'll hold these prescriptions for you, but I want you to go to the hospital and get a second opinion." Well, she did, and a week later her daughter came in crying, hugged us both and thanked us for convincing her mom to seek medical help from someone other than her family doctor. Her mom had stage 4 bladder cancer and her doctor knew but kept the diagnosis from her. He did not send her to an oncologist and advised her she had a simple infection that would clear up. As you can imagine the family was not pleased with him and sued him for malpractice. The pharmacy manager and I were called upon as witnesses and this low-life POS actually said in court on the record, "No sense wasting good medicine on her. She's old and she's lived her life." I literally had to bite my tongue to restrain myself from taking a strip off this scumbag. A Ph.D. does not give you the right to play God. You cannot receive your degree without swearing the Hippocratic Oath, an oath to do no harm. As pharmacy staff, we also swear an oath to preserve quality of life. This woman suffered from continuous pain when chemo could have helped with her pain management at the very least. Her family physician was stripped of his license, found guilty of criminal negligence and was denied early parole last year. It's been over a decade and I still see that sweet old lady's face when I sleep. She didn't deserve that treatment just because she was too old for the care she should have received. At least her family was granted justice and a physician with a God complex was stopped before he could harm someone else.